I've solved memory, found everything you can do to give yourself the sharpest memory possible. Which is funny because my memory used to suck and I could barely visualize an apple. But after everything I'm about to teach you, my memory has transformed, and at the end I'll put it to the test with a grand master level memory challenge, a blindfolded chess match. E4.
E5.
Knight F3. The truth is, improving your memory isn't complicated. If you've heard of Pareto's principle, you'll know that 80% of results come from 20% of causes. And that 20% can be dumbed down to this. Memory is something your brain does, hence your brain needs energy. How do we maximize that? Simple. There's 3 pillars, and the first 2 don't work without the third, although you might not like it. For starters, diet. Duh. You need sufficient protein because neurotransmitters, the cells that carry messages in your brain, are created with protein. You also need to eat antioxidants, which are found in berries and dark chocolate, to protect your brain from oxidative stress. Don't worry about it, just eat them. And finally, omega-6s, found in fish and nuts, which are like steroids for your brain. Next, if you're a particularly sedentary person, start exercising and watch your memory capabilities skyrocket. The improved blood flow and oxygen supply to your brain makes you think clearer, and the lactate your body produces from exercise is consumed by your brain as an energy source. Finally, and this one is crucial to not only brain health but also to memorize things, sleep. Sleep is literally when your body consolidates memories, so it's non-negotiable. And our immortal Unc Brian Johnson found that when your sleep quality is less, your willpower to stick to the diet and exercise goes out the window, which is why all of this only works if you prioritize a decent sleep schedule. 8 hours a night, it's not that hard. Just tiny improvements like these create a huge difference in the information you can retain. But if you want a great memory, it's not enough. I mean, soon I'll need to store a constantly changing chess position in my brain and remember the moves of an entire game, and optimizing my health simply won't cut it. You need to take your new and improved memory and actually train it. Strengthen it as if it were a muscle. Let me show you how. Firstly, you can strengthen your memory just with activities that make you think. Sudokus, crosswords, chess, etc. Even if it isn't challenging your memory, using and exercising your mind strengthens its processing power. You should see what top chess players score on memory tests. It's crazy, but I know that's not what you want to hear, so here are 3 drills that will give you a photographic memory. Oh, and by the way, if you're one of the apparently many people who have aphantasia, I've got some for you as well. Let's start with a great exercise I got from Jim Quick. Think of a person you met recently, preferably for the first time. Recall their name, then recall a detail about them that you remember. This can be physical or not, but don't make something up like they were really nice. To progress in this exercise, remember more details about them. This is fantastic for strengthening your recall and will also help you remember people's names, so you'll seem like a better person. Oh, and it's perfect for my aphantasia people because while you can't visualize the person, you can still recall the details as concepts or information. But speaking of, unless you're at the highest level of aphantasia and really can't visualize a thing, I'd strongly recommend trying this and the upcoming drills in visualization mode because, like memory, your visualization ability can be strengthened. I would know, I used to be here. But later in this video, I'll need to visualize an entire chessboard and game in my mind. Next is a technique I've been doing for ages and was the very first way I trained to memorize an entire deck of cards. In fact, I thought I came up with the idea myself, but it turns out this method is so effective I've seen people talking about it in other comment sections of memory videos. Here's the basic idea. It's a 4-week process and each week you level up. In week 1, you're going to journal your day. Each night before bed, recall your day and write it down. In week 2, ditch the notebook and recall the significant parts of your day as basic images. For week 3, I want you to recall finer details and as a video playing in your mind. And finally in week 4, recall your entire day start to finish in your head. This is going to train your recall ability and get your brain used to retaining information. You can even challenge yourself further. Can you recall last Tuesday? Last Saturday? The final drill is fantastic for strengthening your memory and also serves as an entry into the greatest memory technique of all time, but I'll get to that later. It's called the journey. What I want you to do is think of a location you know well. Maybe it's your home, school, workplace, etc. Now mentally walk through it, recalling as many small details as possible. You can start with just the main landmarks, a couch, a TV, a bookshelf, but as you progress, challenge yourself. What books are on the shelf? What's on the coffee table? The opportunity for improvement here is endless. When you can recall the finer details, try a location you haven't been to in ages. Now that's enough yapping. Time to see if my training has worked or if I'm just a complete fraud. I'm about to attempt a chess match completely blindfolded. I have to remember every move and keep track of the constantly changing position in my mind. Dad, I'll give you $1,000 if you can beat me in chess.
I can't beat you.
I'll be blindfolded. This is by far the hardest challenge I've faced yet. Why? Because I can't rely on any advanced techniques. I can't use the mind palace for this or mnemonics. All I have is the hope that these drills have strengthened my recall and visualization ability enough. And if I can win, I think that deserves a subscribe. The following footage is edited to suit your brain rot attention spans. I did not peek or cheat or do whatever the comments will say I did. Have some faith, boys. I wouldn't do that to you. E4. The good news is, I'm strong enough at the game that I can easily beat my dad every time we play. But with a blindfold on, relying on only my memory to see the position, suddenly, the scales are tipping closer to his favour, which means the $1,000 I've just offered him isn't looking promising.
Knight C6.
D3.
Bishop C5.
Knight C3.
D6.
Short castles.
Knight A5.
Bishop on C4 to B3.
G5.
At this point I was like, huh? I can just take that, right? I thought I must have missed something, that I'm losing track of the position already. So I sat there and replayed the entire game, recalling every single move up to this point to confirm, yep, I can totally just take that. Bishop takes G5.
Selects. Rook to G8.
My knight on C3 to D5. Knight D5.
C6.
Knight takes knight, check.
Couldn't see that. Queen E7.
You're in check. Even with the blindfold on, I caught the illegal move. He was in check.
King F8.
Okay, knight takes rook. Oh, did I knock anything?
No.
Okay.
Queen E8.
Knight back to F6.
Bishop to E6.
My bishop can take that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, bishop takes, bishop.
Huh?
Bishop takes E6, I should say.
F7 pawn
Yeah.
takes bishop E6.
Yeah. Oh, wait. Knight takes queen. Finally, almost missed that one. I'm losing the position. Some of the pieces are disappearing from my mind. How much longer can I manage?
Not looking good here.
Okay, yeah. Bishop H6.
Pawn to D5.
E takes D5.
Pawn takes D5.
E6 takes
pawn
D5.
D5.
Rook E1.
Bishop to F8.
Rook takes on E5.
Bishop to E7.
I'll play bishop to G5.
King to D7.
Rook takes E7. Check.
King to D6.
Rook takes on H6. 7, just for fun.
Rook to G8.
Queen to E2.
Pawn to C5.
Rook A to E1. E1. Rook to E1.
Right. Knight A5 to C6.
Queen to E6. That's checkmate.
Certainly is.
Ah. I actually did it, my hardest challenge yet. Please subscribe for the pain my brain feels. Now, if you want to learn the greatest memory technique that I mentioned earlier, watch this video.